Hi everyone, it's Jason here, local tech experts again. Have another build for you. This one is interesting as well, so let's get into it. So this is an i5 4th gen. It's got 16 gigs dual channel RAM, SSD here. The hard drives, I'm not sure what this case takes, so I've got both here, both sizes. 1 terabyte, so we'll see what gets in there. The I/O shield. This is an RX 580, 8 gig. These are going on the market quite a lot now, X miners and stuff like that. So I have to make sure to make them clean and repaste them because they've probably had a bit of work done on them. So this is the case. It's the InWin A1 Plus or Pro. I'm not sure what the Plus or Pro is for, but anyway, it's a little ITX cube style case, I guess you'd call it. This one comes with a power supply pre-installed, 600 watt power supply, which is quite nice. So no having to install the power supply, but it's still quite crammed in there regardless. It's a small form factor power supply, but still not a lot of room in this little case. This is the first time looking at this case before getting into the build, so I sort of take my time and have a look what's going on with it. There's a pre-installed fan which is kind of dusty, so I'll take that one out and give it a clean, see the performance of it. It's a ARGB fan, so it's going to fit nicely with the lights. There's LED strip in the bottom of this one, so the acrylic feet, I guess, has an LED strip around the bottom of it, so it sort of chases around whatever effects. 2 120mm fans in the bottom that help with the GPU cooling. There'll be a 120mm fan on the back. So sort of strip the case down, get into the build. I'll fast forward it so it doesn't take too long for you guys. Here you go. So the motherboard was a bit of a pain to get in there. It's not a lot of room up against the power supply there with the cables sort of all crammed in. End up having to do some creative cable management on this one. When I was putting this one together, sort of planning the build itself, I thought it would come together quite easily, but ITX builds are there's always some kind of struggle with them. So there's a couple of gotchas with this one. The CPU power is kind of hard to get on. The case doesn't have your standard separate front I/O headers. It looks like a USB header, but it's actually the front panel header, so I got a little bit confused with that and sort of was trying to find the power header, but it's all just built into one header plug, which looks like a USB plug, and I thought it was a bit strange, but anyway. Just putting the bottom assembly back together. This one had a bit of a gotcha as well, where I wasn't too sure which way the LED strip went in, so I put it in backwards and upside down and took it out and put it in again. Hard drive install was pretty straightforward. It takes two 2.5 inch drives. It's just had to make sure to connect the cables before screwing them down. Cable management for the hard drives wasn't too bad. The other sort of gotcha, I guess, was the USB 3 header. I can't really blame the case for this one, but the motherboard location of the USB 3 header is sort of in an awkward place, and the cable won't fit unless it's dragged across the entire motherboard, so it kind of makes my eyes twitch a little bit when I see that sort of cable management going. It could have been solved by having a longer USB 3 cable inside the case, but it still wouldn't have been pretty. So that's the final product there. Looks pretty good, runs nicely, not too hot or anything. Thanks guys, I'll see you next time.